Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series. I am the Crushinator, and for the first time in a while, I'm actually casting on my own channel. Isn't that fun? Isn't that amazing? I've got cats on my right, I've got cats on my back. We're ready to get into a double feature this evening. I've got two gillyShark matches coming at you here in the Nexus Division. First matchup, we've got under Newb Management taking on gillyShark at Bingo Night. If y'all want to follow along with the bingo sheets, ! bingo in the chat. You can get the codes, you can go to the website, and you can see what they're drafting for. But speaking of drafts, we're getting started, so let's get on over to Map Select real quick. Let you know what the map situation is. Volskaya Foundry, Tomb of the Spider Queen, Dragonshire, and Alterac Pass have been banned away for this series, and we're starting things off on Sky Temple. Let's jump on in. Sky Temple is going to be the first map of this series. gillyShark opening things up with a Johanna ban here. Unfortunately, I haven't checked out the bingo board myself, so I'm not going to be able to comment on the draft style or the alt picks or whatnot, but if you are in the know, if you're a veteran gillyShark viewer, make sure you get that link, make sure you get that code, and see for yourself if they do hit that bingo. Junkrat removed, Anubarak removed as well. Targeting down the tanks here is gillyShark. So far, no globals banned here on Sky Temple. This is a map sometimes we see Abathur come out or Vikings come out. Dahaka, a power pick here. Well, I want to see if there's any priority onto Brightwing and Falstad being our main remaining globals, and Kaimatripson's going to grab up that Brightwing. Very powerful healer and able to grab that side soak here on Sky Temple that's so important. And being able to join and make odd number engages on these multiple temple spawns. Can't really go wrong with a Brightwing here. We'll see if Falstad's going to be picked up early or if Falstad's going to be picked up at all. It is a bit of a dangerous pick to go early if the opponent has an ambusher player. Going with the Sonya Uther to start things off. Sloth and Sneaky Glades. Going with a powerful team fight setup here. Uther can really play any position. Can be in a double healer type of setup, can be in a solo type of setup. I'm interested to see what under Newb Management does with an early Uther. Response here from gillyShark, we've got Greymane, we've got Blaze. Blaze on just an all-around great hero. We'll see if that's going to be a main tank Blaze or an off lane. Could still be both. Greymane, of course, able to run around and do all of the camp solo here on Sky Temple, and of course, structure damage paramount here on this map, and Greymane is one of the best. Garrosh the ban here from under Newb Management. gillyShark, they're looking across at this Uther Sonya. I might be worried about a Stukov, I might be worried about an Anduin here in terms of great pairings in a double support setup. See what they're worried about. At this point in the season, these teams have a ton of information on each other. So we see that Vala ban. Vala can definitely pair with a double healer setup. One of the best at doing so. So gillyShark definitely fearing a double heal plan here. See if that's indeed the plan. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Uther can be a great solo healer if you're taking faster fights, if you're taking fights where the enemy is just trying to target down one player. Jaina Muradin to be picked up here, looking more and more like a single heal Uther on the side of under Newb Management. But Jaina, very fast wave clear here on Sky Temple, can rotate between lanes, can help take those camps quickly. Muradin just a great all-rounder here. Bahamut Gaming coming in with the big raid. Bahamut, great day of streaming today. Great to see all the folks come on through. Oh, it's a Samuro Abathur coming in from Stark and Schumann, just going full gamer mode here on Sky Temple. So it is looking like that main tank Blaze, if you can even call it that with this setup, because usually with an Abathur Samuro, you're not really ever looking to team fight. I imagine we're going to see Brightwing hanging around the edge, Greymane doing the camps, and Blaze just being a big old ball of health. So we're looking at this last pick here from under Newb Management, going for the Sylvanas. Silver. Looking like a very high damage output team here on the side of under Newb Management. The Baja boys, the Baja dogs, I don't know, Baja mutts. I don't know, forget what we're calling ourselves these days. But welcome in, everyone. You're just in time for game number 1 here. Bring it on back to me for a moment. Let us do it. Game number 1 here. On the left in the blue, it is under Newb Management. Silver, Silver, Silver is on the Jaina. Liddell is playing Muradin. Sneaky Glades is on the Sylvanas. BioVaran on the Sonya. And we've got Sloth on the Uther. On the right in the red, it is gillyShark at Bingo Night. Chess Looter is on the Blaze. Kymatripsin on the Brightwing. Schumann on Abathur. Stark is playing Samuro. We've got Ekeb on the Greymane. Looks like we might have some action here in the bottom lane as we start up game number 1. Caden coming on in with the raid. Welcome, Caden. We are just in time here for game number 1. Jaina Sylvanas stepping up on that bottom wall here. Stark, Kymatripsin, and Ekeb will respond as Blaze is going to cover that mid soak. Imagine we'll see Abathur grabbing some of that top soak as the rotations will begin. Chess Looter, definitely a lot of health at level 1. We do see the new habits has been picked up here by Blaze. So going to be able to get that unstoppable later. But, you know, Jaina Sylvanas with the stun train provided by Uther and Muradin can even take down a Blaze now and again. So that's going to have to be watching themselves in these lanes and not stepping out too far. Right now under Newb Management, just rotating as a unit, catching as much as they can here as the bottom camps have started. Imagine we'll see both teams retreat to their camps here on the low side. I'd love to see an invade here, and here looks like they are moving in. Sloth is coming across. Liddell coming on in, and I'd love this move from under Newb Management. The early power is absolutely in their favor. When it comes to fighting as a group on a point, they have a far superior squad, so they're just going to walk in and take this camp. Well recognized here by the blue team. Samuro going to go ahead and jump on this top bruiser camp straight away with the help of Abathur here. Should make quick work and get the top lane moving in the correct direction here. Liddell's actually going to come across and go for this contest as well. Unbelievable. Stark is actually remaining stealth on the point. Sneaky Glades and BioVaran are making it so Kymatripsin cannot move in. Samuro clones are coming on out here. Stark is moving around, but it has to move off and will go down. The bruiser camp is stolen by under Newb Management, and now they're going for the top fort. Playing their style very, very well here is under Newb Management, and they're going to pick themselves up a very quick first structure here on Sky Temple. You see gillyShark has split into their lanes. Blaze is throwing some experience into the wall here. Ekeb keeping this lane frozen, letting some of these orbs dilapidate to try to catch up on this lane experience. But with these lanes now split, top fort already gone, under Newb Management off to a great start. Liddell coming on down. Stark just keeping an eye on things. See top left bruiser camp to be claimed here by under Newb Management. As the temples are getting ready to activate, Stark remaining hidden. Liddell and Sneaky Glades not checking the bush there. Not that they really would. Like, why would anyone be there? But Samuro going to go for a bottom side camp steal. Right now, Kymatripsin and Chess Looter, they still have this wall to play around. They've got one tower left, though they don't have much to retreat to here. So they should watch out a little bit. Under Newb Management, holding down the mid. They're going to rotate up to the top side to see if they can get both of these. Chess Looter coming across, trying to save Ekeb. Did not get the stun, but Kymatripsin is going to come on in with the save. BioVaran in some trouble here. Great slow from Blaze. Ekeb jumps in and grabs that kill. Silver, Silver, Silver backing away there as Liddell ate the jet propulsion. A counter kill is good from gillyShark. Nicely done. Sneaky Glades having to deal with this bottom lane camp allows Stark to grab a couple shots in the mid. Grabbing the last few there. Chess Looter taking a little damage there from Silver on the way out. Abathur grabbing a bit of that bottom soak. Samuro continuing to move around the map here, and just like that, the experience has been evened out by gillyShark. Stark doing a little bit of harass here in the mid. Takes one wave of that Jaina Blizzard. Abathur, hard chillin'. Using that mule. Level 7's online. That's the power of Abathur on this map that no one else can really replicate, is being able to heal up those buildings that tend to remain partially damaged. Right now, under Newb Management, they don't want to leave any partials at all here in the mid lane, just fully burning this down. Stark coming across, looking for a cutoff here onto Jaina. Nice stun from Zloth. Stark is able to get the warp on out just in time. It's under Newb Management. Nice job on the peel and retreat there. So it looked like Silver was about to be taken down. gillyShark going to try to grab their right side camp. They've created enough space this time to be able to pick that up. Stark now going to go ahead and push that top lane with the help of Schumann. Schumann actually, among this remnants of a wall here, without the structure intact. Still trying to heal up that mid, but here comes under Newb Management to go ahead and take down their second fort of this game. Definitely showing a lot of game knowledge there and understanding who they're up against in this Abathur. And knowing that anything they start, they better well finish or else it's going to be back to full health. Pretty even experience for both sides. Neither should have level 10 significantly earlier than the other. The top lane, we see Stark working on BioVaran here as the top 4 did fall to the previous objective. So Sonya gonna have to go all the way back to that keep wall. Working on the bottom lane here under Newb Management. Samuro continuing to work the map, is heading back towards that bruiser camp. Tens have arrived for under Newb Management. We've got the leap here from Sonya. Rest of them still thinking. Avatar for Muradin. We've got the Ring of Frost here for Jaina. Wailing Arrow for Sylvanas, and Uther still considering whether it's going to be the Storm or the Shield. gillyShark grabbing their heroics as well. Illusion Master, Samuro, Call Down, Bunker, Blink Heal, Go for the Throat, and Ultimate Evolution. It is going to be the Divine Storm here for Uther. Not going for the save, instead just going for the stun train to take down that front line. Liddell holding this bottom point here for under Newb Management. Chest Looter going to try to step in, halt these shots. Silver looking for a flank here on the edge as Schumann has come on in here. Double Greymane fight for gillyShark. Liddell over the top is going to try to get the Abathur off of this fight. Sneaky Glade's actually taken down quite low there. But now the evolution is gone. Stark staying on the top side, is going to jump onto Jaina once again. There's a stun forward as the bunker is called down by Blaze. Stark actually caught out there the stun from Uther, keeping Samuro still for too long. That is another kill here for under Newb Management. Abathur, though, pushing top lane with this bruiser camp, the hat going. Sonya going to have to respond here. Chest Looter taking some damage from the Jaina. Will get away with the help of Chymotrypsin. Samuro about to come back here as Sonya dealing with this top lane push that's going to be getting a significant amount of damage with the help of this catapult. Oh, Silver nearly caught there, jumping in his E-Keep, goes for the throat, and Jaina is going to go down. Big Divine Storm here from Uther, but they don't have the damage here to take down E-Keep. There's another reset. Sneaky Glades and Zloth are trying to get on out of there. Chest Looter on no mana is not able to put out the stun. gillyShark once again striking back with that kill. Samuro just working around the map here, trying to take as many camps as possible. BioVaran gonna get some help here from the squad. Stark not gonna be able to remain on the point. Schumann, we had a double Abathur situation. Sneaky Glades is able to get away. Under Newb Management manages to keep their camp. gillyShark going to continue their split. They provoked quite a response there from Samuro and Abathur. They feel the pressure coming, and they're going to try to back away. They don't have a fort to retreat to. So under Newb Management, I was thinking about a wraparound, but instead they're just going to go ahead and scout out this camp. Liddell spotted by the oil spill. Samuro is spotted top lane, clearing out the bruiser. Camp is still completed here. I'd like to see them just rip a boss. Under Newb Management, they see Samuro top. They know that Ultimate Evolution was used by Abathur on that camp. I'd love to see them just start this. Liddell just clearing out those mines that Abathur's putting down for vision. BioVaran, however, has to go respond to Samuro. Here we got Brightwing coming in. There might be a kick here. Polymorph comes on out. BioVaran trying to move towards Sloth. Gets that healing from Uther. And now the stun train is in and Brightwing is out. Very nicely played there by Sloth to come on in and find that kill. Find that aid in BioVaran's kill, I should say. Under Newb Management, still not really thinking about ripping the boss. They remain in the area. BioVaran rotating down here as Samuro once again going to work on this side lane. We have a double altar phase right now under Newb Management, going to be controlling both. Samuro feasting on the top wall though. Under Newb Management, they've got to make something happen or Samuro's going to start to eat that keep. Chest looter. Oh, gets caught by the geography there. Is going to unstoppable their way into the corner. Puts down the bunker. That stops the Brightwing from coming on through. A heroic sacrifice from chest looter. Blaze will go down. But Samuro on the top keep here. Doubles. Abathur clone went to work there. Stark trying to clear out these minions. This next wave will almost certainly get the takedown here. Sonya actually taken out by Ekib. In the mid. Right now, gillyShark is all over the map here. And getting these kills in a fight is not what under Newb Management wanted to see. Stark is going to put some pressure on the core here. Without a minion wave, not going to be able to get a lot more. Jaina clearing out the bottom lane. No core damage to be recorded just yet. Level 16s are in for both sides. Under Newb Management has more structures remaining, but top lane is open here. Stark remaining off the map. Doesn't have a minion wave to catch up to, but is just going and staying away. Under Newb Management, thinking about possibly moving across here again. There's Silver in the area. Liddell, keeping an eye on the mid. And they are going to go ahead and start this boss. Feeling the confidence. Ultimate Evolution is available, but in no position to contest is gillyShark, so we're going to have a boss pushing through this bottom lane here. See what the response is going to be from Samuro. Could go and try to work on, like, mid-fort or something, but that feels like, you know, not... Feels like not a ton of value. We are going to see Stark move to the mid here, think about a flank possibly. Onto under Newb Management as that camp is stolen away. There can be a pick or two. Under Newb Management might be able to try to win off of this boss as this keep is already taking quite a bit of damage. Boss down to half. Stark thinking about a flank here. Sonya in the top lane, though, is committed to stopping that camp. So this could be an opportunity for gillyShark to jump out and grab a couple of these kills. Keep is going to fall. Schumann, the double gray main, is looking to jump on forward. Abathur clone just looking for a way to catch up, get a little bit of damage in. Not much else to be had here as the Abathur clone will expire. Single temple phase coming up in the bottom lane. Samuro trying to prep that top lane once again. gillyShark is at full strength. Under Newb Management are in position, though, and they're going to start to fire here on the two remaining structures of gillyShark. Samuro in the area. Abathur does not have an ultimate evolution, so we are in a 4v5 situation with the Abathur hat. Leap in from BioVaran going right after Kaimo Tripson here, putting out some big slam damage. We're going to see the phase shift, the blink away as Kaimo gets away. Nice stun onto that front line, but a counter stun from Uther, and that is a double kill here from under Newb Management. Very nice counter there from Zloth, catching two. Kaimo Tripson is trying to blink away and does so into the lane there. But under Newb Management, a very timely double kill. Not going to go for the temple just yet. Are they going to go for the win? Right now, Sonya's heading back to the base. There is a triple catapult to deal with. Under Newb Management, they're going to see if they can press forward to the core here. They've got 25 seconds. Till any kind of front line is back. It's only Samuro, Brightwing, and Abathur left. And there is the ultimate evolution. That is the big defense tool used. We've got a double Samuro coming on out here. Forcing under Newb Management to move back and doing so quite effectively, forcing them all the way back to the bridge. And it looks like they've abandoned this core attempt. Meanwhile, bottom lane going to do a little bit of work there. Top lane catapults are still piling up here. The Newb Management just going to go ahead and grab themselves some extra shots. Going to be firing onto the mid keep. The Mule trying to save what it can. Stark looking at a flank here. gillyShark is rolling on in, possibly trying to catch an edge. There's a stun coming out from Uther. Sneaky Glades moves in, is going to get stunned, but gets the cleanse there from Uther. Sneaky Glades moving away. Divine Storm is popped. This time gillyShark are running him down. The Abathur clone executes the Jaina. Sneaky Glades is being forced to move away. Big stun from Blaze. Sloth is next to fall. Liddell with the Avatar starting to walk it on back. BioVaran being slowed. Has the armor. Double stun once again from Blaze. But it looks like under Newb Management going to get their remaining 3 behind the wall here. Top lane is being buffered here by this Bruiser camp. Stark going to try to finish off this mid fort. '20s are in for both sides. gillyShark has evened up the map here in terms of structure count. Boss going to be up in a minute. That should once again favor under Newb Management, but it's really a cooldown battle. gillyShark has shown that they're able to get into these quick fights and come out ahead if they find their spot. Now Stark just keeping the harassment up in these off lanes. gillyShark is going to grab their Bruiser camp to help keep that top lane pressure as we have a double altar phase coming up next. Bottom lane has some pressure as well that's going to have to be dealt with here by under Newb Management. They do have some time, though, as the next temple phase has not yet been called. Should be coming up soon. They do have a moment to rotate down here and deal with this pressure. Another wave top going to be forced here. This boss is coming up in 10 seconds. Chest Looter and E-Keep keeping an eye on the area. It's under Newb Management. Getting safely across the bridge. E-Keep is going to start this up. They see that under Newb Management has moved on back. Here comes Murden and Uther. They feel like this boss is going to be the play. Sylvanas Jaina still in the mid, though, as Liddell sees the boss attempt. gillyShark have it all the way over to the right here, trying to be as safe as possible. But here comes UNM. So, Samuro doing some split push here. Sonya at the core, so we have the 4v3. Abathur clone is going to come on through. Big damage, though, onto Blaze. Gets into the bunker before the Wailing Arrow can connect. Root is out, and Samuro is actually taken down at the core here. D-Shield is going to connect onto 2. Sloth keeping everyone alive here on the side of under Newb Management. There goes Blaze. Boss goes over to under Newb Management as E-Keeb is trying to trade out here. Is going to be stunned by the boss, though. Sneaky Glades is taken down. E-Keeb rolls away. Oh, will fall, though. 3 for 1 here for under Newb Management, and Samuro stopped at the core. This could be a push for victory. Only Brightwing and Abathur left. Abathur does not have the ultimate evolution. GG being called in the chat. This does look like it's going to be it. Final team fight going in favor of under Newb Management there. I'm a little surprised gillyShark tried to grab that boss. It was a gutsy play. If they had taken it, they would have been in an excellent map position, but nonetheless, under Newb Management get the steal, and now they get the core, and will go up 1-0. This best of 3. GG. Cool map. Very nicely played there. Under Newb Management coming out ahead with their team fight style versus the macro plays of gillyShark. Let's check out the stats here. Silver, silver, silver on the Jaina. Top hero damage there for under Newb Management, coming out at 30,500. Over on the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, E-Keeb on Greymane. Top hero damage there, over 41,000. There, with the 5 killing blows, 5 of 6 there. E-Keeb doing some good work there on the Werewolf. Take a quick look at the talents as we update the scoreboard and get ourselves ready for a game number 2. Alrighty. Alright, welcome back. We've got the lobby up. We're getting ready here for game number 2 of Under Newb Management versus gillyShark at Bingo Night. UNM currently up 1-0 in this best of 3. See if gillyShark can bring us to a game number 3 or if UNM can complete their sweep here. Looks like we've got 10 people in the lobby. I'll give them the caster R. They can start at their leisure. Let's go over to map select real quick. Let you know where we're going next. Under Newb Management choosing to take us to Garden of Terror here for game number 2. So gillyShark opting for the first pick here in this game number 2. It keeps weirding me out that we've got 11 maps this season. I look over at my little diagram there and it's not the right shape. Brutal. Brutal! I don't know if you know the story behind that, but we had a vote. Decided, you know what, people keep complaining, you know, this map, that map, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, we're going to do a full new vote. We'll take the top 10 maps. And the difference between the 10th and 11th map was like 3 votes. It was nothing. So it was like, okay, we're just going to put both. I believe it was between Braxis and Sky Temple. Those were the last 2 maps. So we have them both this season. A compromise that probably satisfied nobody, but it's the one we went with. We got one ready thrown out in the chat. We're waiting for the other ready to come on down here. Come back to me for just a second. Until we see that last ready go through the text. And then we will start up here on Garden of Terror. Hey, this next ready has gone through. Isn't that fake? Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that great? Get started here in just a moment. There it goes. Let's go into the draft. Garden of Terror will be our second map of the day. Once again, gillyShark will be first to act. We'll see what the bingo is compelling them to do here in game number 2. They ran something pretty offbeat there in game number 1, though not outside their wheelhouse. They did. That was a comp that they have played before, have played well and successfully before. So it's not like they're just, you know, playing random stuff that they have no idea what they're doing for the sake of bingo. Not to say they won't ever do that, but that wasn't the case last game. Starting things off with another Anubarak ban here for gillyShark. Under Newb Management, we'll see if they're going to stick to their ban plan. They got something a little more tailored here for Garden of Terror. Last time they removed that Junkrat. Junkrat's always good everywhere. Oh, they're going to ban Johanna themselves this time. Last time gillyShark took it as a second ban. Interesting choice. Johanna off the board already. See what gillyShark is worried about here on Garden. This is a map where sometimes Malthiel likes to make an appearance. Hogger can absolutely do some work. Burden to be banned away. Really trying to target that tank position. We're on the side of UNM. There goes the Junkrat. gillyShark will be first to act here. See if they want to take that Bright Wing again, or if there's something else they want to control here on Garden of Terror. Lots of power picks. Wouldn't mind another Blaze here. See what they think. Diamond is going to reprise the Bright Wing one more time here. Another, just a hero that's not really map dependent at all. Just great all the time. Vala going to be taken here by Silver, and Zloth is going for the Blaze. Taking that away here from gillyShark. An early Vala for under Newb Management. You can play Vala single healer, that's totally fine. Though we'll see if gillyShark can get the punish on that, because Vala is somewhat weak to poke and somewhat weak to backline invade. As we see Garrosh and Dahaka picked up here by gillyShark. Garrosh not exactly the kind of tank that's going to go back and get Vala, so Silver feeling a little bit better about that. But it is now double global on the side of gillyShark, so those side lanes are going to have to watch out for the global ganks. Tychus banned away by under Newb Management should make Blaze feel a little bit safer on that front or on that flank. Uther banned out by gillyShark. They didn't like that Uther in game number 1. It caused them some serious pain. So they're going to remove it here for game number 2. Under Newb Management. See how they want to round this out. Possible double bruiser here. Blaze could be the tank pick. Anduin picked up by Sneaky Glades. You can definitely run a double bruiser with a tank here. You could even run a triple bruiser and just have them all sort of act as the tank here on Garden of Terror. Vala, a fine solo backliner. Chest Looter going for that Hanzo. I like that pick here a lot for gillyShark, and Ekib goes for the Malthael. Hanzo strong into Vala, able to outrange and bring that health low. Malthael strong into heavy front lines, which Blaze and Sonya definitely can bring, though there is quite a bit of CC between Blaze, Sonya, and Anduin that could cause problems for Ekib in these fights. See what Liddell's going to bring in here, if it is going to be a tank, if it is going to be a bruiser. It's going to be a variant here to round things out. We'll see if that's going to be the taunt variant or another variation. Get that variation? An excellent pun by me. I imagine it's still going to be the taunt, so Malthael not going to have free reign over that front line, but Hanzo going to have to watch out for sure. Alrighty. Here we go. It's game number 2. This Nexus Division matchup. On the left in the blue, we have under Newb Management. Liddell is on the Varian. Sneaky Glades is playing Vala. BioVaran on the Sonya. Silver. Oh, wait, it's Silver on the Vala. Sneaky Glades is on Anduin? Yes, Anduin. Sloth is on the Blaze. On the right in the red, we have gillyShark at Bingo Night. Ekib on the Malthael. Stark on Dahaka. Kaima Tripson is on the Brightwing. Schumann on Garrosh, and Chest Looter is playing the Hanzo. You see under Newb Management already split up here. They got the Blaze bot. They've got the Sonya top. Garrosh, of course, going to be roaming around looking for early fights here versus this Varian, who doesn't become a real boy until level 4. Under Newb Management is going to keep 4 mid here, or 3 mid here, though. So will not be terribly gankable. Blaze going on in here. Schumann and Kaima Tripson, they're going to look for this. Chest Looter actually doing a great job of softening up Blaze here. Schumann trying to keep this body block alive as Liddell going in on Chest Looter. Sneaky Glades has the leap of faith to keep Sloth healthy. We are at the 1 minute mark, which means every single camp on the map is up and rolling. Imagine the teams will start that. Sloth here on the bottom side, going to get this siege camp going. Ekib grabbing the tap and going to head on down here. Oh, Dahaka actually going down in the top lane in the 1v1 with Sonya. BioVaran picking up a very nice bit of experience there. Going to get some of these orbs to dilapidate. Kaima Tripson, unfortunately, has to keep to the mid. The rest of the team on the bottom side, that's going to be quite a bit of experience. Gets thrown into the wall there. Stark actually going to dig back to lane. Put a couple of shots here into BioVaran. Level 4 is here, and Liddell is indeed... Oh, Liddell doesn't know yet. I thought I saw a shield. That was wrong. Liddell, what's it going to be? We need to see the animation. Liddell. Liddell. You do choose a talent, buddy. Tell me what it's going to be. We're following this. This is happening. Varian. Varian. You're level 4. Now you're level 5. I'm not moving this camera. What's your talent, Liddell? Liddell, I need to see you animate. There we go! The shield comes out! And we have a taunt Varian here for under Newb Management. No triple bruiser, the tank is in. Keep getting this bruiser camp out for gillyShark to help Dahaka push out this top lane. First seed is being gathered here, chest looter. Coming on down to the bottom lane as this bruiser camp is doing serious work here. Means gillyShark. Schumann trying to step out, looking for someone to throw over the wall, but it's tough in all of these minions. Taunt is good onto Schumann. Garrosh a little bit low here. Oh, goes for the throw, but doesn't get it. Now is going to get punished. It's the unstoppable. Schumann is going to get on out of there. Sloth moving way in deep there with the stun. Gets Chymotrypsin. Under Newb Management, going to be slightly ahead in levels here, thanks to that top lane kill, thanks to their lane presence. Liddell going to be thrown into the back here as Schumann gets a big heal from Chymotrypsin, but once again, just not a ton of damage available in the follow-up just yet. Hanzo gets a little burstier later on. As of now, not going to be able to get that blow-up off these Garrosh tosses. Schumann going to be interrupted there by Sloth. Liddell and crew trying to move on in here. Taunt is good onto Garrosh. Ekib is going to finish the channel as Sloth couldn't get the oil out far enough. So gillyShark going to go up 1 on these seed points. Meanwhile, in the top lane, BioVaran in trouble there. The drag, it lands, and that is Sonya to fall. Hanzo actually going down in the bottom lane here, though. So counter kill across the map. Schumann taking some hits here. Silver gonna receive healing, be just fine. Charge is good. There's the taunt. They're looking for the blow up. Nice root follow up from Anduin, and that is Garrosh to go down. Good punish there from under Newb Management. Ekib and Chymotrypsin trying to keep him honest, though. Forcing them back. Sloth holding away Stark there on the top side. Chymotrypsin didn't see him back, and under Newb Management gets back to base.
Gather the seed, heroes, quickly.
Both teams seeing that a couple of camps have come up, so they're going to get those rolling. See, this top right camp is ready. This top left camp's coming up soon. Under Newb Management, they're closer to level 10. Blaze grabbing this lane. Oh, it's actually not quite enough here, but there they are. The level 10s have arrived. Got the Bunker, Rain of Vengeance, and Leap so far. Anduin has yet to choose, as has Varian. See that throwing shade from Ekib doing some work over the wall there? Stark coming in the back here, looking for a drag, did not find it. See the shield wall was picked up there by Varian. Light bomb for the Anduin as Liddell looking for a charge target but can't get in range. 10s are here for gillyShark as well. We have Emerald Wind, Isolation, Dragon Arrow, Warlord's Challenge, and Last Rites. As Malthael gets another interrupt there. Stark gonna grab a drag on the top side, but just more of a nuisance than anything else. Great stun though onto Schumann. Chymotrypsin though comes in with the heal and the push. Dragon Arrow whiffs in the back. Ekib is starting to feast here, takes a little bit of damage, but BioVaran not going to be able to get away. Sonya first to fall. Sneaky Glades with the pull as everyone tries to pile into the bunker. Nice protect from Varian. Can Liddell get on out? Bullseye, or the Sonic Arrow, does not get it. gillyShark able to grab another seed point here. Stark had already moved on down to the bottom lane. Last right's going to be a little bit tough into Varian and into Bunker. But you just got to watch for those cooldowns. Count the cooldowns. Probably, you might target Varian if you see the shield being cast. So right now, under Newb Management are looking for a camp invade here. Keep going to be charged. Taunted is the damage there. Nice follow-up stuns. Malthiel goes down. Well, we're taunt Varian here, John Kruger. We are the taunt build. Otherwise, you would be right. Engaging with Colossal Smash and then following up with the charge to get the slow is usually the play.
Collect the seed, and don't fret about the shambles. They don't.
Next seed is being jumped on here by under Newb Management right now. gillyShark just getting their bearings, getting their camps as they can, clearing out these top lane camps, which are doing a serious work here. But first seed point for UNM has been locked up. Right now they've got a camp pushing bottom, so we'll see if gillyShark can respond here. Stark looking to bait something out, but Liddell not going to fall for it. Bottom structure will fall quite quickly here. 13s are in for under Newb Management. Liddell was thinking about moving across, but didn't go for it. Brightwing would have been able to teleport in, but Blaze sees Hanzo in the mid, so it would have been 4v4 at worst. Instead, they're going to stick around, see if they can bully their way onto this siege camp. Siege camp stolen. Under Newb Management, flexing that level 13 advantage while they can get it. Very nicely played. Next seed getting ready to spawn here in the top mid. gillyShark have cleared away the bottom side. They've got their 13s, and it looks like Schumann wants to set up for this point. Under Newb Management, trying to come on in through a more favorable avenue. Actually, we're heading up to the top lane, get this clear first. Either team really wants to approach the objective. They're looking for Chymotription. Liddell sees it, gonna charge and taunt under tower range. There is the leap in the rain, and Brightwing with nowhere to go. Will be taken down. Nice response time there from under Newb Management. BioVaran not interrupted there by Ekeeb, and we are going to see under Newb Management. Oh, almost got interrupted there by the arrow. But 2-2 now on the seed points. Under Newb Management has significantly softened up these lanes, though. If they can get mid down and top down, and then get a point here. Uh-oh, Dragon Arrow stun onto 4 here. Huge taunt from Garrosh as we see Varian and Anduin to go down. There is the kill onto Sonya as well, as now Varian is being run down. Liddell gonna be stopped and removed. Quad kill, possibly more here, as Chest Looter trying to move on to Zloth. gillyShark 4 for nothing there in the mid after a huge arrow. Very nicely played. Trying to move up and get as much of an advantage as they can. They're going to get the camp steal on the top side. They're going to get some pressure in the mid. Now Hanzo coming around. This camp is going to soften up the wave and then move in for the proxy. Under Newb Management are mostly back here. Varian on the way. Once again, next seed point will be in objective capture. It is getting ready to spawn on in.
It is time.
Stark staying up in the top lane, ready to global in if necessary. Schumann is going to see the move across. Looking for a throw there. Gets it onto Vala. Short range. Nice taunt there. Ekeeb in the back. That is Anduin to go down. Malthiel all over the back line. Looking for this kill onto Silver. Will get it. Double kill for gillyShark. This looks like it's going to be an objective going over to the side of gillyShark. See what they can do with this push. They're about a level ahead here. Pretty good placement on these Garden Terrors. Showing up in the mid in all 3 lanes.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Bottom fort going to go down. Top fort likely to be saved here by BioVaran. Mid Liddell might be able to take it down, but it could be a dead bottom fort here. Or a dead mid fort, I should say. Meanwhile, bottom structure is the focus for gillyShark. Stark looking for a drag, not going to get it. Liddell thrown away there by Schumann. Dragon Arrow lands onto 2. The objective with the stun! The light bomb will not get the stun, but Liddell is saved. Leap in from Sonya. Push away from Chymotrypsin is not good enough. Malthael goes down. Now Garrosh to fall. Nice counter engage there from under Newb Management. Stark digging away to clear out the top lane and get that pushing in the correct direction once again. Under Newb Management, nice, very nice double kill. We'll see if they want to come across for this camp invade, or if they just want to pick up this mid structure. Mid siege taken, but mid fort falls here for gillyShark. Cleared on the spot, no big deal there. Dahaka getting back to safety as the momentum was pretty clear here from UNM, but they are going to go ahead and pick up this top structure. Paring down gillyShark to just their keeps. They still have an opportunity for another objective capture, still at 2 out of 3 on the seed points. Sloth here on the bottom side, just keeping an eye on the camp. Top Bruiser going to be started here by gillyShark as top siege is finished up by under Newb Management. Map chores to be done by both sides, no biggie there. Our next seed point is spawned. It is favorable here for under Newb Management, top left. Ready to spawn on in. Dahaka keeping a watchful eye on the top lane, but here comes the crew. Stark gonna go ahead and wait here. Silver steps up. Stark can just dig right on out of there. Probably a smart move there from Dahaka. I thought UNM saw it, but now the Dahaka's digged bot. Looks like they're just gonna have to eat this objective here. It's under Newb Management gonna get this as quickly as they can and get these lanes pushed out. Top Terror is already spawned here alongside this siege camp. Level 20 should be about the same for both sides, with this top wall almost inevitably going down. We might see a jump out on experience here. Blaze splitting off to deal with mid. We've got the 4v4 here on the top side. Garden Terror is down to half. It's Hanzo going and working it at range. We see the Reaper's Mark bringing the beast down. Looks like the keep is going to be saved for the time being. Checking in on our mid lane here. Blaze and Dahaka continue to look at each other menacingly. Schumann trying to step forward for a kill find, but doesn't really want to throw Varian or Sonya into that back line. Schumann gets targeted there. Gets the throw onto Sonya. The leap does not connect. The light bomb does onto Schumann. Sonya is going to go down there. Big stun by Zloth. That is a trade out. Dahaka for Sonya. Chymotrypsin trying to get the push away here. Has that very, very low cooldown Emerald Wind. To be able to toss it out there every 5 seconds. Big stun from Zloth. The Schumann is going to fall. The crossfire connects and Blaze grabs the kill. I guess Vala got the last hit. That was all Blaze. Vala with that Farflight quiver. Just fire at will onto that keep. Under Newb Management, looking to pick up this mid keep next. Bottom keep is ailing as well. They might be able to grab all 3 here. They'll grab the mid. Liddell and Silver coming across. And yeah, they're just going to wrap up every structure here from gillyShark. gillyShark in a pretty tough spot here. It's not impossible, but it's a tough spot. With a big enough team wipe, they could just run across the map here, take down a keep, and win the game. So it is quite a large map, so it does matter where that team fight takes place and how staggered the deaths are. Right now, under Newb Management, just looking to keep the pressure on. BioVaran is grabbing the top siege. Mid-siege picked up by the rest of the team. Both teams back at 0 seed points here, so gillyShark is going to have to hold out for quite a long time if they want to be able to pick up a comeback in this game. Chest looters over the top here. Under Newb Management just flexing their muscles, saying, like, you don't want this fight? You don't want this fight? We got a double camp pushing mid, we got a camp pushing top. Under Newb Management is looking for more here. Sloth gets the light bomb, doesn't connect. Dragon Arrow's going to land onto 2 in the back here. Sonya going down. That is Malthael to fall next. 1 for 1. Malthael buys back, though. Is on the way back here for gillyShark, so they will have an advantage here for a minute. Surprising to see gillyShark take that fight, but they do come out ahead here, and now they have an opportunity to clear these camps and try to push out these lanes a little bit. Bottom Bruiser going to be picked up by Under Newb Management. Stark push in the top lane with this Bruiser camp should be able to do some work, but Under Newb Management, they are on the chase. Stark is just going to go ahead and dig out of trouble here. Clearing out that bottom lane. Good game sense there from Dahaka. Haka can be a speedy dino, but from the fort all the way to the next bush goes right through the kill zone. So aptly digs back to safety. Right now we see Under Newb Management on the top side, just waiting for a rotational gank. gillyShark doesn't appear to be moving in that direction at all, though. gillyShark moving around the backside, looking for a gank of their own. Which bush gank shall come out ahead? gillyShark gives up first, UNM.
I trust you know what to do.
Patience.
Heroes.
Patience, team. Everybody hold. gillyShark, though, on high alert here. They haven't seen their opponents for over a minute now. Schumann walks in and is going to see it. Big stun comes on out, grabs the first unstoppable, throws 2 away, but the jet propulsion connects. There is the heal from Brightwing. The push away is good, and this could be big time here for gillyShark. BioVaran pushed away once again, but Schumann is going to be the one going down. Under Newb Management, big leap, and that is Malthael to fall. Stark and Kaima Tripson are being split. Brightwing is down. Fala getting stunned here. Silver just going to go ahead and get the burst, and that is a quad kill here for Under Newb Management. They've got the top lane pushing in, and they are looking to move in for the victory. GG has been called. This is going to be Under Newb Management grabbing themselves at 2-0 this best of 3 series. Very nicely played, very well executed on the team fights there. They knew their win condition. They hit their R's. They're going to go ahead and grab this victory. Well played. GG. Good work there from Under Newb Management. They've drafted in a very logical way. They got their ducks in a row and they executed on their comp twice here in this series. Very nicely done. Let's go to the post-match. See what the stats can tell us here. Silver on the Vala. 9 killing blows and 67,500 hero damage. Incredible gameplay there for the side of Under Newb Management. Over on the side of gillyShark at Bingo Night, we've got Malthael leading the way in many categories. He keep grabbing top siege and top hero damage at 66,000 there. Doing some work into that heavy front line, but ultimately not quite enough to win the day. Take a quick look at the talents here. See if we can get ourselves an interview with our winners. Fidel, hello, hello. Congratulations on the 2-0.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very nicely played there, and both maps looked like you had a pretty strong and linear draft there. Tell me about the Sky Temple draft. Did you have that plan from the beginning? You were going all in on the Uther team fight. Did you feel like you had to make any adjustments once you saw that Smurro Abathur come out?
So we were actually planning ABBA all the way on that draft.
Oh, okay.
And then they stole it. And we would. It was like I kind of just impulse said, let's lock in our 3-4, and not thinking that we should probably lock in the ABBA there, and they took it. So we went Sylve as a counter and just tried to be as aggressive early game as possible so that, late game ABBA didn't turn on. So that was kind of the draft behind the scenes there.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize it was going to be an Abathur draft from you guys, but interesting pivot there for sure. So going up against like a variant Abathur there, we saw you just all over the right side of the map, grabbing those early camps. Do you feel like that's something that you need a lot of coordination as a team to pull off, or is that just play in the draft that was given?
Me and Mix, normally I'm not that aggressive a shot caller, so it's definitely a little out of my comfort zone. But I think we've all played long enough that we can, when I say we're playing aggressive early and we're going to live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing, we just got team buy-in on that thing. So we don't get a lot of like hesitation when I'm like, okay, we'll invade this camp and, we'll just all in on it. And because that's kind of what you need to do against ABBA on Sky Temple because of Mule. You kind of need those early camps, like early lead. So I think it's more about team buy-in than coordination. But yeah.
Well, it worked out pretty well there in game number 1, grabbing that victory on Sky Temple. Moving into to Garden of Terror there, going with the double bruiser front line against another double bruiser on the side of gillyShark. Yeah, tell me about sort of the level 1 strategy there on Garden. Do you feel like you're able to go and get as many fights as you need, or is there just so much to do on the map that it's hard to find those fights before level 10?
Yeah, Sonya's main value is leap, so I think in that case we were incentivized. Well, team fight value, I should say. A wave clear is really good in camp clear, but so I think the incentive there was just let's do camps, and we're fine to just do nothing till level 10. And once we get that leap, then our team fight's a lot more dangerous. And the double bruiser is just, there's 3 different camps. Of course, you have to clear their 3 different camps. So the more wave clear and safe wave clear you can have, the better. And I guess you can see by both teams kind of bought into that strategy with what they drafted.
I mean, big thing that I saw, especially once level 10 came online, when Vala got the Rain of Vengeance, we had the leap there coming out from BioVaran. It seemed like you were able to just pick any target on the opposing team regardless and just be able to take them down in the span of a taunt, a stun, drain, and it just didn't matter who you picked, you were able to take them out there. Was there anything you were looking out for on the side of gillyShark? A cooldown to be called, or a position on a different hero before you went in, or is it just grab the first person?
I think if you listen to the comms of most of the 5v5 team fights in that game, it was just screaming panic, to be honest. It was I think the main difference is both the team fights were chaotic, but we had a bit more CC, and I think Vala has a bit more output damage than Hanzo, at least over the longer the fight goes. So I think we were able to kill their front line before they killed us a lot of the time, especially because Varian is so tanky, and Bunker, I think, saved at least my ass a couple times. So I think those team fights came down to alt diff maybe, and then hyper carry being able to put out more damage. Vala versus Hanzo. So that's how I saw the fights going, because it was so chaotic. Like my screen was just full of colors of different. Brightwing did the pushy alt, and it was just chaos. So yeah.
Well, a solid 2-0 victory tonight. Taking a look at the standings here, as it looks like we're coming towards the end of the regular season. It looks like you're comfortably in first. Now, one thing that I saw in the division chat, there was some talk about possibly changing the playoff structure. Do you know what the ultimate outcome was for Nexus Division playoffs?
Yeah, so we confirmed that it's going to be 2 best of 5s, which is fun. Because you have the less playoff games and you don't have the coastal finals. So like, yeah, I think everyone was on board to get 2 best of 5. So that's going to be really exciting because a lot of the top 4 teams have been in roughly the same division for like 4 or 5 of the last 6 seasons. So like, there's a lot of history there. So,
well, it'll be exciting to see it. That's going to be coming up pretty soon here, and looks like you're pretty comfortably in that first place position. So it'll be interesting to see you guys in the playoffs.
And thank you so much for casting.
My pleasure. Any shout outs you'd like to make before we close out here?
Always start with the caster shout out, and then shout out to the team. We've had a roster of 9, and I think we've used 8, or a roster of 8, and we've used 7 this season. So stretched a little thin, and so thanks to all our subs and all of that for filling in. And then thanks to family and friends who have allowed us to play NGS for many seasons now and spend a night yelling at computer screens. So there you go. Those are my shoutouts.
Fantastic. All right, Liddell, thank you so much for coming on by. Congrats on the win once again, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, and good luck casting the next series.
Thank you.
Bye. See ya.
See ya. All right.